Hey y'all, and welcome back to another fan mini episode of Catch That, where we get to know people through their favorite songs and we just dig deep into them. I am Naturally Elise, and that's my bro,
JR.
And today we are welcoming a very, very dope individual, Kemani. Hey.
Hey guys, how you doing?
I'm good. I am
Great.
good. You know. So how about before we get into the song, how about you let people know about you as much or as little as you like to tell the folks?
Okay, well, my name's Kemani, as Miss Elise has said. I'm 21 years old with a soul that's 50 going on 70 and the spirit of a child. So also a senior at Fisk University here in Nashville where I live. And it's been great. Just being a lover of music and a lover of Black culture. That's just who I am.
He is 21
Yes.
years old. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Oh God, this was us at 21, so it's good.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel that.
And this
Oh
is
my
lovely.
goodness.
My little brother was on the show and he's in his early 20s and it was dope.
Yes.
And he's another old music soul. But it was dope
Gotcha.
to see someone that young just be so deeply entrenched in the music and in the love. So
Yes.
we're glad to have you
Yeah.
because we love this perspective as well.
Oh yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Mhm.
Yes, I'm honored.
Yeah. So how about you tell us what song you picked to talk about today and if you recall the first time that you heard it?
Okay. I was very indecisive about this because like I have so many songs that just make me, tick, but the song that I chose was The Love I Lost by Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes.
Yes.
Featuring Teddy Pendergrass.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say Teddy Pendergrass and the Blue Notes, but I didn't want to be disrespectful.
Oh no, the world would have got it. Believe me.
Yeah. General consensus.
Oh
Yes.
God.
Yes.
Right.
Which we will get into
Right.
later.
Right. Exactly.
But when you first heard it, how did it I didn't let you finish. We got
I said what I had to say.
okay. When you first heard it, how did it make you feel?
Let's see. I gotta go way back. It was about 12 years ago. It was actually around the time that Teddy passed away, actually. And I remember like seeing his name in like a booklet somewhere, and they announced it on the radio that he passed. And my dad was like, "What? Teddy Pendergrass?" And I was like, "Who is that?" And he was like, you know that song I played a few weeks ago, like, it's so good loving somebody when somebody loves you back. And I was like, "Oh, that's him." Okay. So I kind of like, so when I discovered like new people, I always go down this rabbit hole and just looking at all the songs that
keep going.
and then say, "Oh, he used to be in a group." I was like, "Oh," and I was always a group head, so like, because of my love for the Temptations. But back to Teddy. I first heard by Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, "If You Don't Know Me By Now." That was the first song that I didn't actually. I heard Simply Red's version first, and I didn't know that they did it originally. So I was like, "Oh, okay, look at Teddy, look at you." And I saw the performance on Soul Train of them doing it, so I was like, "Oh, look at Teddy." And then I watched the Teddy live performance from '79, and that was like when he first like started to get in his solo career, and he did a Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes medley, and I think that was the first time I heard it. It was very quick. He didn't do the whole thing. Of course, it was a medley, but just the energy and in that little span of time that he did it, I was like, "Oh, this is cool." And I didn't realize the name of the song until I saw another news report talking about Teddy, during his passing. So I was like, "Oh, okay, The Love I Lost." So I think fast forward to like 3 years later, I was washing dishes. Every time I wash dishes, I got to play some music. So I went down this whole, I played like, "I Miss You," "If You Don't Know Me By Now," "Bad Luck," "Hope That We Can Be Together Soon." And then I was like, I don't think I ever heard "The Love I Lost" in its entirety. So I clicked on it and just like, I heard the intro and the production. That's like one of my, I guess one of my musical teachings of like production and letting intros just ride and then let it build until what they're about to go into. I was like, "Oh, okay." And then that's when I found out about Gamble and Huff and, you know, what they were doing. I was like, oh, okay. And then just listen to the rest of the song. I was just like, this bumps. I like it. I love it. And like, I'm thinking about the intro, like how it builds up with the kind of like something that Donnie would do. Like,
ooh, Donnie. Okay.
And then the guitar come in. I was like, oh. So like in that little time frame, I get my gospel, I get my blues, I get my soul. And then when the strings and the drums come in, I get my disco. Like that's like Philly soul was like a precursor to disco to me. So I was like, yeah, this is it. And then the background comes in. I was like, yeah, it was smooth and soulful at the same time. And it was something that I never really felt in a certain production, because at the time, like I think I was in a Motown phase as well. So like, just hearing like that progression from the 60s to the 70s, it was like, oh, okay. So I was just connecting the dots in a way. So that was one of those songs that helped me do that.
Mm-hmm. And one thing you were saying about kind of the gospeliness of it, when they go, the love I lost, it's like a choir coming in.
Oh yeah,
like that emphasis. It's like, we want you to know that love is lost.
I feel that, yeah. And I would never love again. I was like, oh, hey, so. And then another thing.
No, never. No, he meant that thing. No, never. Like, dang.
I was like, wow.
Forever's a long time.
And then, and the strings and the horns, like, shout out to MFSB, the strings and the horns, da, 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 da. And then Teddy finally comes in, I can remember planning. I'm like, okay, this is it. This is it. And mind you, Teddy is 23 years old.
That part.
I didn't realize how young he was until like a year and a half ago. I was like 21 when he joined the group, 21, 22 when he was doing If You Don't Know Me By Now, I Miss You. I was like, dang, he was a baby, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like, and then singing with that type of conviction and that type of aggression in a song like that. It's an upbeat tune with sad lyrics. And that's
I was just about to say that is you get this upbeat, very danceable, very disco-esque song. Well, not disco song, and
right.
like totally. Come on, it has a dance break in it. Okay. Like of this very, very sad, hopeless song.
But do you know that Gamble and Huff wrote this as a ballad?
I think
I could hear it.
I could imagine it being that.
And you can hear it. Like it makes sense. And for Gamble and Huff to write a ballad for However and the Blue Notes, because you all know that first album, I Miss You, is ballads.
Oh yeah, I was just saying before I got on here. I was like, yeah, and this is. Yeah. Oh, my bad.
No, you fine. No, you good.
Yeah, I was just thinking about what you were saying, JR. Like, their first album was all ballads. Let Me Into Your World and Be For Real. I Miss You. All slow songs. I think the fastest song on there was Let Me Into Your World, and that's a ballad. So I was like,
that's a ballad.
It's all ballads. And I think Gamble and Huff was thinking like, okay, we got this group doing all these ballads. We got the OJs over here doing these up tempos.
Come on.
And I just feel like,
come on, you better.
We should give and we should give Teddy and them an up tempo, because like I think people are trying to dance now. They don't want to hear groups doing sad songs all the time. There was always the balance with the groups. They have some of the up tempos, but they had some of the ballads too. So like, Love I Lost was the perfect, it was the perfect song for them to do, because like it was, how do I describe it? It still give you that classiness and the smoothness, and then Teddy and his rough voice on top of that. So they made it work. So that's
and another sad song that they made totally upbeat.
What's
Bad
that?
Luck. Which sounds a lot like The Love I Lost. But another one. Okay.
Because and that's what I think Gamble and Huff wanted to make the OJs and However and the Blue Notes different, because as you can see, when the OJs came out with Backstabbers, they only got 2 ballads on that album. 2. They only got 2, which is Sunshine, at least. And
Listen to the Plug on the Wall?
No,
not that one.
Who Am I?
Right.
So it's only 2 ballads. So you got them as the group that's doing the up tempos, and then you got How Melvin and the Blue Notes. But like you said, this is getting into that era where people want to dance. They want to really so maybe let's throw them to see how this goes. Because even though we know on that Black and Blue album, you got Satisfaction Guaranteed. You know what I mean? They opened it with what is it? Cabaret?
Oh yeah. I love Cabaret.
They opened it. They opened it with Cabaret. Like they opened it with that.
Yeah.
So it was like with that, it was like, wait a minute. We coming from the I Miss You album, which they're ballad oriented. So then you come into this album and then you open with Cabaret, and it's like, oh. Then you know what I mean? And then you sitting up there getting The Love I Lost. Then you get Satisfaction Guarantee, and Is There a Place for Me?
Is There a Place for Me? That's my jam.
Yes. So you're getting all these up tempos, so it's a whole different vibe. You know what I mean? And it worked. I mean, like you said, Teddy gives you that conviction. So it was like he made you feel the love that I lost. Like, like Lee said, no, never. Like
no, never.
Right.
Oh yeah. I can remember planning, building my whole world.
Do y'all know? Y'all gonna laugh at this. Do y'all know my favorite part of that song?
What is it?
Kind of like the mess up. Y'all know the part where Teddy is holding this note and he like, like, and he.
Oh, his voice cracks. Yep.
He cracks, and I love that because it's so damn raw. And I'm like, Gamble and Huff actually kept it in. Because normally they'd be like, wait a minute, no, stop. We need to do that again.
Oh, yeah.
They kept it in there, and it makes the record to me. Like, I'll be waiting till it get to that part. Like, I'm like, yes, Teddy crack, yes.
Teddy crack.
So I'm about to do something that cracks JR up.
Oh God.
And because this song is so damn sad, I think I need to do a dramatic reading of the lyrics.
Oh my God.
So I'm gonna start here.
Okay, go ahead.
I can remember planning, building my whole world around you. I can remember hoping that you and I could make it on through, but something went wrong. We loved each other. We just couldn't get along. Take a good look at me. I'm in misery. Can't you see? The love I lost was a sweet love. Yes, it was. The love I lost was complete love. The love I lost, I will never, never love again.
That is a ballad. That's ballad. That's some ballad shit right there, yo. Like, how did Gamble and Huff turn that into an up-tempo record? Like, I just
my goodness.
Because Teddy would have been wailing on that shit if it was a ballad. Like he did with I Miss You.
He did with I Miss You?
Man, listen, them like we always say, like, shout out to Mika. She was like, he was singing in the bathroom. Like, like he was singing, and then Gamble and her party was like, all right, cut it down, because Teddy just doing too much. Like he doing too much. That's why I love the 6-minute version, the album version. I love it.
You gotta have the long version. It's always the long version. It's got
that's why I be hating when
I feel the same way with Always and Forever by Heat Wave. Like I gotta hear all the ad-libs, all the freaking everything.
Yes.
Like it feels like those records that were like 6, 7, 8 minutes long. It feels like a live performance.
Yes.
And Teddy working the vamp on I lost it.
Sorry, I lost it. You better.
And that's the church thing. That's the church thing coming back in. Just
it is.
Yes.
I thought I had to.
Sorry, I lost it.
I thought I had you all to myself. I was like, come on, Teddy. Jeez. Let him know if I got down on my hands and knees and take me, please, would you take me back? Take me back. Take me back. I'm like, come on, Teddy. Teddy is my dude, man. Love you some Teddy.
Oh, God. Oh, that's why they had. Come on. I think everybody knew by that second album Teddy was gonna go solo. Like you kind of knew. Like you knew. Like it was just like he don't need. Mind you, he was the drummer in the beginning.
Yep.
And he was the drummer, and then now he's the lead. And he just has that voice that you just gonna pay attention to him. Because like we always talk about, shout out to Brian Alexander Morgan, and we talk about hope we can be together soon.
Oh Lord.
And poor Harold thought he could get him a little part on there.
I think Harold held his own just a little bit. He held
it was cute for the moment. It was cute.
Oh God.
It was cute because Sharon Page and him was just going back and forth, and you know it. Know it you, girl.
Make it
we waiting for Teddy. Right. We just waiting for Teddy to come in. We can be together. Like we waiting for that. Like, yeah. So you kind of knew with that Black and Blue, it was like, yeah, how long he gonna be with this group? Like, like how long is this gonna happen? You know what I mean? Because he just had that voice that you paid attention to.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
he made you pay attention.
Hello.
Turn them off. Okay.
Okay. Right. All right.
But we always talk about that Gamble and Huff had powerful voices and they knew how to use them in production wise. Like they knew what to do with Eddie Levert. But then you had Walter that was able to kind of like even it out a little bit. I don't know who could even it out for Teddy. Like, well, how Melvin Blue Notes? Who could?
Harold was like he was a baritone. Like,
and it was his group. So he thought, you know, I'm the leader of this. But Gamble and Huff was letting him know, no, you're not.
Well,
I mean, am I wrong? Because after Teddy left, then on all these albums now, you get featuring Teddy Pendergrass. We didn't get that before.
I bet that shit burnt him up.
What?
It definitely did. It's been documented, too.
Oh, he was pissed. He was pissed.
That nigga was Lowry's.
Nah, Harold grew that mustache and became cold-hearted. That's what happened.
Hello. You know what kind of money under his bed.
You know what I'm talking about? Because like that performance, you know that performance from '72 when Teddy had that wig on?
Now they wrong. Now we talked about this. Now Kemani, we talked about this shit. That wig was wrong. Whoever was the hairstylist was petty for that wig.
That was the worst wig. That was the worst wig ever. And if you look at Teddy's face in that performance, he looked distressed. Like he don't look right.
Oh,
like God. His face, like he know everything about it is wrong.
And then he's sweating. It don't make it worse because then the bang.
It was leaking.
Not the bang.
Right. Then the bang was freaking sticking to his forehead. It was bad. Like it was just bad.
He was singing on that show though.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know, Teddy
he was singing.
The music was right, but everything else was dead wrong.
Oh yeah,
dead wrong. I was like, who was the stylist for this? I think Harold was like, give him that.
Sabotage. Yeah.
Teddy like, okay, you gonna give me this hardware ass wig? I'm gonna sing your ass off.
Right.
Oh my God.
That was before Harold grew the mustache too. He grew that mustache and became more cold-hearted. You saw Hoping We Can Be Together Soon. He was looking so bad when he get upstaged by Teddy on Hoping We Can Be Together Soon. I was like, it'd be
on that Soul Train performance.
That's the one I'm talking about. Not even. No, I'm glad that Midnight Special performance came out because I was like, nah, Harold, come on. You cannot. We're on national TV. You cannot be looking like.
He's looking at Teddy with evilness, y'all. Like
it's so wrong. And they were like the worst dressed group ever.
The worst dress?
The fit, like their clothes ain't never fit right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I agree with that. One sleeve was longer than another. No, that's
but
no.
everything was all bunched up.
Because I gotta go back and look at that.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be like, wait a minute, something wasn't him quite right. That's what you could see.
Shit, they look crazy. Even by 70 standards, they look crazy on here.
Yeah, this is what they wore on Soul Train. The first appearance on Soul. This one got a nipple out. Why you got the nipple out? Bernie got the nipple out, y'all.
They froze.
Wait, that was
when
how?
they had it froze. The froze won't never picked out even.
Oh Lord.
Tell me
Was
I'm
that
lying.
Harold, the one that got the nipple out?
Who's that?
Was it Harold, the one that got the nipple out?
That's
Oh, that's what. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, Harold at the end by Teddy.
Harold without the mustache was cool, but Harold with the mustache, nah.
We see what happened after Teddy left. That mustache
without me, you'd never go platinum. But yeah, these some terrible afros.
Yeah. See, my boys, the OJs, they were on points.
I feel that. I see that.
Perfect. Afros was on point. Outfits was on point.
The choreography.
Good to go.
Charlie Atkins on the choreography.
Listen.
They made sure they were
1, 2, 1, 2. Yes.
Choreographed the Blue Notes. I mean, they were smooth on the choreography side, but like I don't know who.
Yeah, they were.
I think.
Kind of.
I think it was Larry Brown that did the choreography for them. But
not Teddy though.
Oh yeah, Teddy be in the middle.
He was the Johnny Gill of the group with the dancing.
You better believe it. You better believe it.
I'm like, come on, Teddy.
Well, people with vocalists normally can't dance anyway. So,
like I said, most people can't do both at a high level.
No,
it's very few exceptions. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I got a question for y'all. So, did y'all like Sybil's cover?
Sybil's cover of The Love I Lost?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I didn't know about that.
Mm-hmm. She did it, and because y'all know Sybil can cover some records. Y'all know she can cover some shit.
Oh yeah, I like her cover of Don't Make Me Over.
Yeah, and then she did Walk On By.
Mm-hmm.
And then with this, I like it because of what it was done in 93. So y'all know that time it was really housey. But the soul is definitely taken out of it for sure. But you know, she's doing these little riffs and runs and stuff in it that I was like, okay, I can deal with it. But covering a Teddy's record anyway, because we're gonna be real, this was Teddy's song, yes, and we're gonna be honest, and we're gonna be honest, but it's really tough because he's a hard person to cover. The only one that I thought did all right was David when he did I Miss You. David Ruffin did I Miss You. The production was off, but
you like that?
Yeah.
Huh?
You like that?
His version.
I like what David did. David took a bottle of Jimmy Beam and went in that studio and sung his life away. He was missing whatever he was missing, and you felt him on it. The production, no ma'am, sir, but
Motown did David so wrong for his solo career, but that's the discussion for another day.
He should have went to Gambling Huff. That's what he should have went to.
I know you say that all the time. I'm like, yeah.
I did, yes, because he would have worked. They know how to work with powerful men and voices, so it would have worked. Motown ain't know what to do with him. They didn't, especially after.
You really like that?
Oh my God, we're back here. Yes.
Wait, what you think is wrong with it, Luis?
Well, yeah, explain. What's wrong with it?
It's like
dance. She's trying to be nice. She's trying to think.
No, I'm actually not. I'm just trying to find the right words. I'm not trying to be nice. It feels like disjoint. It feels disjointed to me, or
you know who said that? I think my mom actually said that. I think she was like, it just sounded like she said it didn't sound like he felt really comfortable on the record. And it was like he wasn't connecting to it like he should have. I thought he did, but
it was like erratic. I don't know.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
But like you said, but now that I hear it in my head, the production is kind of I wouldn't say low budget, but like.
Yeah, that's what you're saying, because that's what I said. That's what I said. It's low budget. He's singing
off out of tune. I'm like, oh god. but that's where the rawness comes in though. When the bass is out of tune.
That's true. That's true. That part. That's true. That's absolutely. But at least clearly we know now that at least it's not like David Ruffin's version of "I Miss You" people. It's not. She don't like it at all. And one thing about that thing there, she is consistent on what she don't like.
I want to like it.
Yeah.
Because it's David Ruffin.
Right.
But I want to like it with my whole heart. I want to like it.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Yeah. See now the love he lost. The love he lost. You see what I'm saying? Yes.
Hey, sorry, I lost it.
Sorry, I lost it. I just lost it. I don't know if I'll find it again.
You know? No, you know. No, never.
No, never.
Nope.
Teddy.
Let me tell you, I was so glad you picked a Teddy song and that you picked the up tempo, Teddy.
Yes.
Like, oh man, because man, look, me and JR, we love us a dramatic singer. We just do.
Yes.
We just do, and he's on the Mount Rushmore of dramatic singers.
Wait, who are your other two? Because I know Eddie LaVert's up there, right?
Yeah, what, my mind?
On yours, okay.
Eddie LaVert on mine for sure. Yeah.
And you know who on mine, JR?
Oh God.
Oh, Johnny Gill?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's number one for that one.
Okay.
He give you all the dramatic, like, you know, it's okay. Me and my mother for the past Christmas, we was listening to Give Him Love on Christmas Day, and we was like, why is he being dramatic on a Christmas record? Like,
Give love on Christmas Day. Okay.
I'm like, oh no.
Gift. Okay.
But see, that's something Teddy would do too, though.
Oh,
Teddy
absolutely. Absolutely.
Teddy never made a Christmas album, though. That bugs me out.
I would have loved a Teddy Christmas album.
Me too. It'd have been hella dramatic, but I'd have been here for it.
Oh, man.
I wonder why. We need to ask Mr. Kenny Gamble why that wasn't made.
Yeah.
He probably was like, you know what? Nah, we keeping him making the songs for the women. He's not the family man. He's only for her.
LOL.
If it ain't broke,
don't fix it. Hello. What the heck? Yes.
Teddy was running it.
Yes. And like you said, sis, I'm glad that he picked the up tempo, because when it comes to Teddy, a lot of people go to his ballads.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, yo, you can't hide from yourself, and somebody loves you back.
Only
like,
you.
Only you. The more
Get
I
up,
get, the
get
more
down,
I
get
want.
fucking
Like,
through.
he got dope up tempos, but everybody want to go close the door. And
TKO.
yeah, like, yo, and then the stuff he did with, you know, how Melvin and the Blue Notes, like, come on, like The Love I Lost, and you know, Where Are All My Friends, like, come on, like, that's why I was so hyped when you picked The Love I Lost, and I said, yes, we finally get an up tempo. Somebody pick an up tempo with Teddy.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, so dope. Yes.
Hey. Oh man, this was fun.
This was so fun. You gotta come back and pick another one.
Oh.
Another song. So you know.
Yeah, I'm always wanting to come back.
Yo, come on, man. Like, come on. You, like, again, this guy here, he's 21, and this boy know music like crazy. You definitely, he gonna give you all his info, but this boy here knows his shit, like, for real. Like, it's so dope to see online. I didn't know you were 21. That I didn't know.
Oh.
I did not know that. I was like, oh, nah, I think he maybe about 30 or something like that. Figuring that. No, this boy is 21 and know all this shit. Like, and we talking about, he goes back. Reminds me of myself, you know. So, you
yeah, that's why I'm glad I followed y'all. I was like, because I see myself in JR sometimes. I'll be like, dang,
Oh, thank you. You see?
Aww.
Yeah.
This is very sweet moment. Aww.
Oh no, here she go. Here she go. Here she
My,
go.
my babies.
Yeah. Catch all of it, y'all. Catch all of what she's throwing right now.
No, I love it.
I love this. I love it. I love it.
Ignore myself.
Yes. So, if people would like to find you, where could they find you if you want to be found?
Oh, so you can follow me on Instagram, Kemani _ Iwu, IWU _. I'm trying to get my TikTok back, sharing my vinyl collection, Mani the Music Man, Mani the Music Man. Just catch up on that. I might come back. I don't know when, but it'll be soon. So, also you can follow me on Twitter. Yeah.
You got the calendar, so you know what it is.
Yes. And make it real soon.
I knew it. 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 I was waiting. I was waiting.
Yes. But yeah, again, we appreciate you. And we also appreciate all our viewers for just helping us really grow lately. Like we've been been popping. So we appreciate y'all. And we will catch y'all on the next Catch That. Sorry, I lost it.
Oh, yeah.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to another fan mini episode of Catch That, where we get to know our friends and just regular old folks. Get to know them through their favorite R&B songs. I am Naturally Elise, and that's my bro,
JR.
And today we have a very, very special guest. It is hey.
Okay, so what's going on, y'all? Joseph Reeves. Pronouns are they, them. Chilling in Chocolate City since 2008. I always say I elected Obama twice.
Okay now.
Originally from New York, was born in Jamaica, Queens. Grew up in Nassau County. So shout out to Freeport, shout out to Roosevelt, shout out to Hempstead, all that good stuff. And then came down here for Howard University. And it's been a journey, but I'm truly thankful for it. So yeah, AKA Hey Miss Joseph, for those who know me from Instagram and Twitter land, People's Minister of Music and Culture, and an entrepreneur of my own genius.
Yes, I like that.
Love that.
Right.
My own.
I steal that, Joseph. I hope you ain't copyrighted it yet.
Right, and this is something that's happened for me in like the last 24 hours of just realizing, like, after years of be like, well, no, I'm not an entrepreneur because like I don't do like business plans and that's kind of not my thing. But just really realizing that if nothing else, I'm tired of working for other people. And for me, if nothing else, I just know I have two bosses, Jesus Christ and my vision. And outside of that, everybody else is expendable. I don't do authority very well. You only gonna tell me what I'm gonna do so much before I'm like, okay, this is when, where, how, and why you got me fucked up.
Like,
boy, you got me. Don't give me. I'm about to mess this floor up. Don't you do it.
Like,
so
let me show you all the exact locations where you had me fucked up. Right here, a little bit right here, majorly right here.
Y'all going in. I'm done.
Yes. So, how about you tell us what song you picked to talk about today?
So I picked the song Kiss Away the Pain by Patti Labelle featuring George Howard on the sax. And the reason why I picked it is because Patti's not necessarily a quiet storm artist, but Patti Patty's ascension coincided with the rise of Quiet Storm in some like very interesting ways, right? So of course, we know If Only You Knew, and Love Need and Want You. But for a lot of people, kind of like in the popular lexicon, she doesn't necessarily have another Quiet Storm banger until Somebody Loves You Baby drops in 1991 off the Burning album. And for those of us who are like actually fans of Patti, like we are like Patti LaBelle fans are like a very specific niche. We are a very special group of people. And like I just kind of got a hankering to listen to Kiss Away the Pain as kind of like my Quiet Storm time to like end my day last Sunday. And I was just kind of like, so growing up in New York and on New York radio, I remember them playing it a lot, but like, I feel like it's one of those records that kind of is starting to get lost in the shuffle when we talk about her discography. And I just kind of wanted to highlight it, as kind of like another one of her Quiet Storm bangers between If Only You Knew, Love Need and Want You, and Somebody Loves You Baby. And then just as an aside, the Winner in You album also has another one of her Quiet Storm bangers, Finally We're Back Together.
Come on now.
And I just feel like if you're a Patti fan, like those, but I just really feel like if you just kind of know Patti LaBelle in passing, kind of like the popular lexicon, those are two records that you don't know. And Patti is in a very dangerous place because so Patti is a live performer, right? Like that's where she gets her legend from.
Yes.
She's a live performer, and in the 80s, she really rose to prominence because she was the one you got for the TV special. She was the one that you got for the award show. She was the one that you got when you wanted to like give a Lifetime Achievement Award tribute to somebody. But Patti LaBelle isn't necessarily a studio performer, right?
That part.
And like she doesn't really have like those strong studio performances. She doesn't really have kind of like those landmark albums like a Gladys Knight or a Dionne Warwick or an Aretha Franklin or even like a Diana Ross, to where, okay, Diana Ross may not be on the same level vocally as Patti for a lot of people, but you can say Nick Ashford and Valerie Simpson got Diana Ross together for that Boss album, right? Bernard Edwards and Nile Rodgers got Diana Ross together for the Diana album. So like she has kind of like these studio moments to where they get to be canonized in a way that Patti doesn't, because she doesn't really have like those consistent studio performances. So, and this even ties even to like us losing James Ntume and like some of like the R&B artists that we regard as legends that we've lost, because we seem to be losing a lot of them in their 70s. And Patti is 77. By the grace of God, she'll be 78 in May. And she's in this dangerous place because of that when she does transition, her greatness and her importance as one of the most distinctive sounds in the history of human sound may get lost and might slip through the cracks. Because even now, you have a generation that just knows her as the Patti Pie Lady.
That part, I agree. I totally agree. I love that you picked this record because I'm a little pissed off with the label, honestly, because I felt like when she came out with On My Own, right, which blew up for her, that was a big record for her, you know what I mean? Why would y'all go with Old People? Like it didn't. Like I see that you guys had the
it was almost like they were trying to do a We Are the World moment. Yeah, it's kind of like We Are the World was in '85, so like that moment kind of like had passed by the time Winner and You comes out. And it's like, Winner and You was like her MCA Records debut, right?
Right.
So, I mean, yes, we had New Attitude, and yes, we had Stir It Up, but that was like the Beverly Hills Cop soundtrack.
Yeah.
So as far as like a standalone Patti moment, this was MCA introducing her to the world. And this was really kind of like supposed to be like her big commercial pop moment.
Right.
And in a very real way it was, because like I was just kind of like looking at Wikipedia just kind of like at a glance. And the album sold well, right? But I definitely do feel that Kiss Away the Pain or Finally We're Back Together would have been better choices. Especially considering the fact that, okay, Winner and You, so Kiss Away the Pain comes out in April.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny G Duotone's album with his breakthrough song Songbird comes out in September.
Yes.
And that George Howard sax is very much a precursor to kind of like this whole smooth jazz, easy listening, moonlighting moment that you see happen in like the mid 1980s.
Yes.
So yeah, to like follow On My Own with Old People as opposed to Kiss Away the Pain or Finally We're Back Together was just not the smartest move on MC.
It wasn't.
So just random, right before we got on, I had cut one the record and I accidentally had the speed up.
Mm-hmm.
And Kiss Away the Pain would have been a lovely, lovely, like groove, mid tempo. It sounded just as good as the slow version. If we would have got a sped up version of it too, I think it would have been great for radio.
I agree with that. And then
Like, I wanted that.
Yeah, because Old People, to me, like you said, Joseph, it sounded like We Are the World, and then it sounded like a Tina Turner's Typical Male type of record to me. It sounded like that to me, and I was like, that is not Patti. We all know Patti is good for ballads. Like, that's her thing, her niche. You know what I mean? To me, anyway.
As a artist, yeah.
It doesn't get talked about enough, but really, Patti LaBelle is one of the great torch singers.
Absolutely.
Honey,
she's in my top 5, to be honest with you.
Honey, isn't it a shame?
No, you didn't go there.
It's a shame.
It is a shame.
And then, I mean, even if you want to go to like her solo debut, like that self-titled solo debut on Epic, Do I Stand a Chance?
Yes, God.
Since I Don't Have You. I mean, and then to kind of like get into like her work with Gamble and Huff, that cover of If You Don't Know Me By Now.
Baby. Because me and Elise always say, it's a little redoing, something from Teddy is a little, people done fucked up, honestly. Like, so they done, Patti did what she needed to do on that. Like, you know what I mean?
Really
like,
because she did it as Patti. She didn't try to. She didn't try to channel Teddy. She did it as Patti, and that spoken monologue.
Yeah, and I think that's a thing that people mess up when they go to do covers, is they try to do an imitation, and no, we don't need an imitation. We have that. We got that.
You want to see what you gonna do with
what
it.
you want to do that's compatible with your voice. Did you pick the right song to cover? That's what we in there for,
I'm about a little shot. You saw how I don't care what Patti said, but when Patti got on that damn Essence shit and did Ain't No Way, Aretha was pissed. She pissed.
Because here's the thing, Patti was able to do Aretha and Sissy's part.
Now come on, that's what I said. That's what Aretha didn't like. She said, "Bitch, you did."
Because even at her top, even when Aretha was hollering in the 70s, Aretha could never do Sissy's part.
And Sissy knew that too.
And Patti could get up there and she could do that main Aretha part. And then even when she had the backup singers that could do Sissy's part, she would still get into it and she would still give out the holler. Yeah. So that's what that was.
That's why you saw when they hugged, Aretha went,
and even when Patti did it at the Essence, Aretha was very...
That was very like, this bitch.
and not only did she do it at the Essence, but then Kennedy Center called her to do it when they gave Aretha the Kennedy Center honors.
Yes, they did. They paid it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. Patti would take it and make it her own. That's why I'm like,
Judy Garland, who?
Okay. So it's like, to me, it's like MCA. Whoever was her A&R at the time, I don't know who was her A&R at the time.
I think that was Gerald Busby.
Oh, it was him.
He was definitely in head of like the black division at MCA during that time.
And I'm like, okay, you know what you're working with as far as hits anyway. And like you said, you come in with Stir It Up and New Attitude. That was Beverly Hills Cop stuff. But what do we really know for Patti? We know for her ballads, especially solo-wise, because ain't nobody knowing about, Release and all that type of stuff. Like, people don't really know those. We know Patti from singing. So on My Own Hits, she's with Michael McDonald. It gets her crossover. It's a #1 record. It's great. Everything. Her next single should have been Kiss the Pain Away. That should have been.
Because, honey, Kiss Away the Pain, honey, it's 1986 and I'm in my brownstone in Brooklyn and I just done finished watching Moonlight. So I want to turn on WBLS 107.5 and pour me a cocktail before I'm ready to go to bed. And honey, that piano comes in.
Babe, I love when she did.
Shout out to James R. Bud Ellis, and that piano comes in.
Yes, God. Yes, God. And then I just like the fact that when Patti does it live, when she did it live on Soul Train, she had to give it up to George. She said George Howard on the sax before she even started singing. I was like, yes, Patti, you better represent for the saxophone because I'm a saxophone lover. So I loved it. So I was here for it. So,
especially when the saxophone mimics her, I love.
Right. So that's yeah.
Wait, do that again. Come on, John.
And like, so, and then that's also another thing. This Patti exhibits a lot of control on this record.
Yes, she does. Yes.
Like Patti LaBelle, like she don't really let it rip until after that second verse, when it's like, tell me what are we gonna do? So, but I mean, she keeps it like real cute at it, because first she does it, and then it's all the wrong things to be said, we said them. We let anger guide the way. I say you're at fault. So, because usually Patti come running out the gate.
Yes, she does.
Patti come out the gate off to the races.
Yeah, and Patti's one of those singers, because we have some singers to where when they get happy and they get to running, they lose the note. But Patti, she gonna give you crazy ad-libs, but you ain't gonna lose the note.
No, she not.
Oh, no.
No. Mm-mm. That's
and ain't gonna be
a saying that about a lot of our faves. Like, when they get real happy, like, the note goes somewhere, but you feel the emotion, but you be like, I'm talking about legends. I ain't gonna say no names. But child, when that
because we want to be nice to Junior, and we don't want to hurt Junior's feelings. We want to be nice to Junior, so
don't you dare! I know.
So we're not gonna mention people. Not gonna mention people.
It better not start with a G.
Huh? It better not start with a what?
A G.
No, not. I'm talking about the way you look back at your records when she started.
Oh no! I was just looking back to be shit. Oh no, I'm not looking at that one because we know that one off key. I ain't no. No, yeah, that one I love her to death. She's my favorite, but.
And talk about catching the Holy Ghost. Not for nothing. If y'all allow me back, we gotta talk about that live version of "Missing You" from the tour album. But let's not get.
You want to go? Oh, we can come back and do that. Yes, go.
But yes, when she get into it, she don't lose a note, and she could come right back down to regular. Like she could.
Yes.
She could jump all around and not.
And she'll be like, "Okay, I'm back now. I'm back. I'm sorry. I'm back now."
She's somebody that's gonna be, and then.
And it's like, and she'll just go like, whoa! And then she'll just lift her head up.
I love that. I love when she do that. I love when she do that. Because then Patti know what she just did. And she'll just be like, oh! Be like, Patti, you ain't even right. You ain't right. You
don't need to catch your breath. You perfectly fine.
Right. Like you, girl.
And a singer that you can tell takes a lot of notes from Patti is Jill Scott. In fact, she does a lot of kind of Patti imitations in songs, but Jill is good at that too, of going into outer space and then come back to the ground and sing. You could tell that's a singer that she idolizes.
Yeah, and then with her growing up in Philly,
that part too. Yeah,
it's kind of like if you're a female singer and you grew up in Philly, especially during the time that Jill grew up in Philly, Patti was basically inescapable.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Right.
Because it was her and Phyllis was from Pittsburgh. Wasn't she? I might be wrong.
I don't know.
I thought she was from Philly. I thought.
I might be wrong. Y'all probably know better than me. So if you think she was from Philly,
what you about to do, sis?
Consult the Googles.
Okay.
No, she's born in Philly.
Oh, she is? Oh, okay.
But still, Patti was the pop girl. So if you went out of Philly and you were a female singer, Patti was probably the one you were going to get asked about Black Before Philly.
Yeah. I'm glad. You know what? And see, this is what shows.
She grew up in Pittsburgh, but she was born in Philly. But she grew up in Pittsburgh.
Cause I remember
you didn't pull it out of nowhere.
Right? Because I remember the Unsung, and it was kind of like she was adjacent to Philly, but she wasn't necessarily in Philly. I remember. So no, it wasn't completely out of thin air.
Nah. And I love the fact that you know what, Joseph just showed what the difference between a stan and a fan is when breaking it down, because how you said you knew that Patti did not have the album type of girl. She's not that album that you can go to and be like, this is a great body of work from Patti. You know what I mean? She's a performance artist. That's just what she is. You know what I mean? And that's her legacy. Like you said, we're gonna always remember Patti performances. Like when she walked off on when she did the 40th 40th birthday of Oprah, and she walked away from that mic singing Forever Young with no mic, I said, no.
And when she walked the floor with Diana Ross at Motown Returns to the Apollo, that was, bitch, I'm getting you back from how you took Cindy Bird's song.
You better say it. You better say it. And you took our outfits from Woolworths. Girl, what's wrong with you? No.
Now, I will say this, and this is me being a fan as opposed to a stan.
Okay.
That Gerald Levert tribute at the BET Awards, I was like, okay, girl. We know you Patti, and we know somewhat you can't help yourself.
Jerry.
But girl. Cause so it was Eddie Levert, it was Patti, it was Gladys, and it was Yolanda Adams singing Wind Beneath My Wings, and this was the BET Awards after Gerald Levert died.
Right.
Now, you know, y'all was supposed to stand back and let Eddie have his moment.
Yeah.
And Patti just flew. Even Eddie was like, Patti. you could hear him singing. And it was just like, okay, sis. Let's come on, let's go. Let's just race. And she came out in that big old ball gown too. That big old, it was like a dark gold ball gown. And this was when she was wearing the bob, that little bob.
So where do you put actually Kiss the Pain on your Patti list? Where is it? I wanted to, because I knew you were a big Patti fan. That's why I was like, I didn't know what song you was gonna pick. So when Elise was like, oh yeah, he picked the Patti joint, I said, oh okay. I was like, oh okay.
Because Elise originally we were going to come on here. I had it to where we were going to come on here and talk about her 1991 concert video at the Apollo.
She told me that, yes.
But like, I understand, like, Kiss Away the Pain is kind of like a more centered thing to where people can look that up and reference it.
And we can visit that and talk about that whole thing, but that'd just be a whole long episode.
That'll be a long episode.
Right. Like that kind of like needs to be like
so put a pin in it. We can revisit. We can come back to that.
Oh yeah. Put a pin in that, because we can go listen. Woo, baby.
Because once again, back to her being a live performer.
Yeah. And
that's why, even with that, the fact that it doesn't get mass produced like it used to. Because, honey, I remember being a little gaby and I went to the Blockbuster down the street from my house.
You had to talk about Blockbuster. They don't know. These kids will never know.
They don't. And pick that up. And for me, like, that was just such a quintessential capture of her. Because I mean, that was.
She would have did she? She didn't. No, she didn't do "Kiss Away the Pain" on that, did she?
No.
Okay. I wish she would have, but there was no need.
To see this live, yeah.
Well, and this kind of like points to "Kiss Away the Pain" kind of getting lost in the shuffle, because that video was in '91, so you had "Be Yourself" after "Winner in You." Yeah. And then you had the Burning project that she needed to promote. So really, On My Own was kind of like the only song that was going to get salvaged from that Winner in You project, because On My Own was kind of like the only kind of like commercial hit.
Yeah. That was it.
And that was another time. I know Whitney Houston was not too happy when she saw that video and saw how Patti wrecked All the Man That I Need during that Divas med.
I know Whitney was pissed.
And that's probably why her ass ain't show up at the Essence Awards to hear Patti rip "I Have Nothing."
How Patti did it on
Don't you dare step out on me, baby! And then she couldn't just leave the stage and let that be it. No, she had to run over to Quincy Jones and kiss him on the cheek so she could get some more camera time.
Oh yeah, Patti all about some stunts and shows now.
Oh, that's why we love her. That's why we love Patti. Oh, I love her.
That is a stunt queen if I ever did. And everything, like not just in singing, just anything she do. She's the dramatic one.
That's why I understand her so much.
She's the JR of the crew,
Right. That was cute. That was real cute. I like how you did that.
She had the hot sauce in her bag before Beyonce and Drake. Kind of catch what I did. Catch what I did.
Catch that.
Because then once she went on Different World, did she have hot sauce in her purse or something? She had,
or sardines or something.
But food.
Yeah.
Oh no, what was it? The pie that she would always make.
Oh, the prune cobbler.
The prune cobbler. Yep. She had the prune cobbler in her purse, the little one.
In a Tupperware, yeah.
Oh, love it, yo.
Here you go, Chipmunk. That was a role, boy. She played. Boy.
And we don't talk enough about how her and Diane Carroll as a pairing were comedic.
His comedic timing was freaking epic.
They could have gave me a whole show just about them two.
Just about them.
Hello, that part.
That'd have been appointment viewing for me, boy.
Okay.
But yes. Oh. How has this song, has it affected your life in any way, or how you listen to music in any way?
I would like that song off of this album didn't do it for me. It's just something that I just enjoy listening to. So I remember, like when my great grandfather died, and this is like back in '96, and so this is like at the beginning of my Patti fandom and at the height of my Patti fandom, because like I knew of Patti, but like I really came to Patti through her autobiography. So I really came to Patti.
Amazing autobiography.
Yes. And like I don't understand why that's not still in production, why that hasn't, because it's kind of like, okay, you updated Labelle cuisine, update the autobiography too, because I mean it's not like that book didn't sell. Like that book sold. And really, outside of like Mary Wilson with like Dreamgirls and Supreme Faith, Patti was like kind of like the really the one that ushered in like that late '90s surge of R&B artists putting out memoirs. Because after Patti, you got Gladys, you got Aretha.
That book was comical. Aretha's book was very comical.
Because Aretha wasn't telling y'all shit.
And nothing. And she was lying in a lot of that shit too. I was like, Aretha, this was a mess. You could have kept this. But I was here for Block the Blessings from Patti. Yeah. I was here for it. I loved it.
Yeah, so I mean, I remember like really singing along in the radio because we were driving out from Long Island out to Corona to pick up my sister Pam, because she had come in to Corona, because that's where her father's side of the family was. And Kiss Away the Pain came on the radio. And of course, just 11-year-old me sitting between my Uncle Jakey in the driver's seat and my sister Laura on the side of me in the front. And I'm just hitting the notes and I'm just getting it. And my uncle is looking at me like, and even my sister starts laughing, but I ain't care because I was having my moment. So that's a moment with Kiss Away the Pain that I remember. But I mean, as far as like really kind of like the songs that I go to from this album, when I just kind of have my own private RuPaul Drag Race moments in my room, are like, Finally We're Back Together. I guess go back to that. Once in a Blue Moon, I'll Go to Sleep With Me Tonight. And then definitely the title track, The Winner in You.
Oh yeah, the way she ended that album with that joint, that's when Patti goes off.
Yeah.
That's why I was, man.
Yeah. And then one more thing about Patti. She was also one of the few like legacy artists that was able to knock out some hits in the 90s.
And so here's the thing with that, and I'm glad that you brought that up because I wanted to talk about this too. A career like Patti LaBelle could not happen today.
Oh, because no.
Really, if you think about it, Patti's ladder was greater than her former. Because, okay, let's really sit and think about it. Our first knowing of Patti was I Sold My Heart to the Junk Man with Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells in 1962.
That's right.
She kind of bubbles. Okay, we have You'll Never Walk Alone. You have Down the Aisle, and then with LaBelle you have Lady Marmalade and like those classic records. But even with that, Lady Marmalade was the only seller, and then kind of like those solo years was epic. I mean, yes, you have You Are My Friend, but once again, going back to her being a live performer, You Are My Friend became legend because of her live performances of You Are My Friend. You Are My Friend didn't sell as a single. I don't even think they released You Are My Friend as a single. And then, right, then, so really, you have this 22-year gap from I Sold My Heart to The Junk Man.
Yep.
And then If Only You Knew in like 83, 84.
Yep.
Because that's when really Patti started to hit like her streak and her stride, and things just really started to like snowball for her to where she kind of like really became this icon and this legend, and she really crystallized as the Patti Labelle that we know, we love, we honor, and we revere.
Yes.
Yeah. That's 22 years. Now, granted, it wasn't all with the same record label, and there were various shuffles and various configurations, but today, you get one shot, and you better hit your one time. And even after you hit that one time, it ain't guaranteed that you're going to hit a second time.
Nope.
If people won't give you a chance to try to make it up on the third or the second time, they're like, nah, that was a fluke. Like, what?
Right.
Because I mean, even though it can be argued that record labels aren't the go-to anymore as much as they were, even with them still being a part of the industry, these record labels are expecting you to have a following, or expecting you to bubble on SoundCloud and Instagram and Twitter and Facebook before you even get a meeting. So A&R, if you think about it, really isn't even a thing anymore, because you need to come to these labels already prepackaged, already with a following, already with a fan base.
Yeah, record companies are like them braiders that won't wash or blow out your hair before they braid your hair. Like, they like the IG stylists. They want you to come with your hair blown out already. Like, no.
And bring your own pack of Wet and Wavy, because we ain't got it.
Oh yeah, bring your own hair. Yeah, you bring the hair. You do everything.
Oh,
and we'll braid a couple braids.
And I mean, really, you couldn't even see a career like Aretha Franklin happen today.
No, you couldn't, because Aretha didn't have it.
No Supremes, nobody. They would have they would have all
the
no
hit Supreme
at the flop before they got into their groove to their stride of being popular.
It took them 3 years finally. Then we all know Aretha. It took her all the way to 67 for people to finally, and she was in the business for damn near 10 years by then. So it's like times have completely changed. But I see, do y'all think they trying to make Fantasia like that with Patti though? Tried to do that with her?
So people compare Fantasia to Patti, and I get it, because of kind of like the histrionics and the fact that kind of like she just overdoes it. Well, not, but like she goes all in. But for me, I just keep getting hung up on the fact that with Fantasia, her top isn't there. Like, she can holler. Like, for me, in order for you to say, okay, this person is like the next Patti Labelle, you have to have that element where you can go into the stratosphere.
That's right.
See, the difference between them.
Just be loud.
Yeah. I mean, we can make it plain. The difference between them, Patti's just a way better singer. Objectively. This is not feelings or emotions. No, she is technically a better singer. She's a better singer than most. She's in the top of vocalists, period.
Yes.
Just period.
Facts.
And it's just and that's technically that. I'm not even getting into the emotion part. Getting to the emotion part, she leaps and bounds over everybody, including Fantasia. And I love Fantasia.
Facts.
Live.
And let's just say it. love Aretha, and if you want to talk about listening to Aretha, Aretha is higher on my Spotify than Patti is, because once again, Aretha could give you like those studio performances. But for what it is, let's talk about how Patti kept her top way longer than Aretha did. Chain smoking them cool cigarettes.
Ooh. Ooh. You ain't lying. I mean, because I mean, Aretha was good in the 90s. She was all right, but when it got to them latter years in the 90s, it was like, uh-oh. And we can forget about the 2000s and forget about...
Because as much as we want to talk about that Divas Live performance, and people can feel how they want to feel. Honey, I'm free in Jesus.
Amen. And
talking about Jesus, let's talk about how Karen after the coma was not the same as Karen before the coma. Now she can still do it. But baby, Karen Clark that got up there with that Farrah Fawcett flip. And her eyes would bug out when it came to that part in Name It, Claim It. Honey, I told y'all I had my Wheaties this morning. I made sure I had prayer because I knew I was getting on with the R&B representatives. So I'm gonna tell you, like Tina told us back in 1986. I hope you're ready, because I'm ready for you.
That's what I always say. I hate this show. I hate it. But it's my favorite. Okay. Why haven't we talked to you, Soda?
Yes, yes, I'm here for it.
Oh, that's something better than we hanging out. We got to.
Yes, we got to come to you. We gotta.
I can get on the market. Ain't no problem.
It's whatever. Shoot.
Well, if it's the weekend, I'm not gonna do the mark because you know she acts up on the weekends. I'll just sacrifice and get on the Amtrak.
Okay.
She's a tad bit more dependable. Mark on the weekend.
Yeah, facts. Yes. Yeah. Well, we thank you for hanging out with us. This was so fun. Oh my God.
So fun. Oh, I can't wait to get you back, Joseph. I can't wait. Pick your song. Well, shit.
Whatever. I don't care what song.
It don't even matter. You can pick it. It don't even matter. I don't even care. Right?
Yes. But let folks know how they can find you if you want to be found.
Okay, so Facebook, I am Joseph Reeves, so that is JOSEPH, and then Reeves is REAVES. And then on Instagram and Twitter, I am Hey Miss Joseph. That's all one word, and that is HEYMISSJOSEPH. Now, be forewarned before you follow me on Twitter, because that's where I keep my freak shit. But you know, if you feel you can handle that, you come on. But you can't say that I didn't tell you.
You right. That's fine.
Because I believe in respecting people's boundaries and allowing people to be able to make informed decisions. Amen.
Amen, somebody.
And if your feelings get hurt, then you find somebody to kiss away the pain for you.
How about it? Kiss. Kiss away the pain. And then we need to talk about the Sweeties. We need to talk about her background vocalist during that period.
We do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let me put this on my list. Oh yeah, you gonna be back soon.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Just so you know. Just so you know.
Yes.
But yes, we appreciate all our listeners and old subscribers, new subscribers. We love you all, and we appreciate your support. And we will catch y'all on the next Catch That. Peace.